You could laugh. Be happy. Good morning, you guys. Hi, happy Sunday. Thanks for joining us today. Our Sunday gathering for Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut each and every week. Our TokiTV show. We were just pointing out here how we're all wearing black except for someone, except for Deborah. But she matches Howard's poster there, so that's kind of
good. It all works.
Where we're at, real quick. This is. Oops, that's not it. Here we go. So we're here. Where are we, Christina? Ferndale. And there's the Salish Sea back there. And this is the view outside where we're staying. And it's really, really beautiful. So just want to show that. We'll have this in the background so you guys can see that we are live here from the Salish Sea. Let's check in. Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut.
Now, Siam, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, and this net. I just want to say this weekend has been overwhelmingly full of ancestors, full of spirit, full of laughter, full of power and strength. So I love each and every one of you. Hi, Shka.
Deborah. That's a hard act to follow. So honored to be here, and every time I hang out with Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut's human family, the Lummi people, you can just feel the energy just growing and growing and growing for her journey home. It's just, it is beyond words. Beautiful. Thank you, everybody who wish you were all here.
Christina.
Yes, it was amazing. Actually, feel that spiritual push every time I come here and spend time with these amazing, beautiful souls. The energy is vibrating so high, and there's sparkles and orbs everywhere. Mm-hmm. It's just absolutely amazing, and just I'm so happy to be here, and I love you all, and thank you. Yep.
Stephanie.
Abe, you guys are having a ball up there. It's been so fun to see all the pictures, and you were on our island without us.
We're homesick. Thank you.
We are excited. We're happy to be here and always honored to be in all of your presence, and always for Toki. So we thought we would show you the beautiful Minnesota day today. So we're out on our deck. But anyway, happy to be here. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Casey?
I'm homesick. I'm good. I got lots of shirts and stuff to make tonight. So
awesome. And we'll want to show more of that because you've got new stuff too. So before we close, please, if I forget, just interrupt me, and I want to be able to show that. And we thought of you yesterday, Casey and Stephanie. So as we were hot rodding through the island, Raynell and I, if you haven't seen those pictures, we did go specifically to South Beach to sit and do some prayers there. And we definitely know why that is your favorite spot too. So you guys were thought of in prayer yesterday. Just want you to know that.
Thank you.
Alejandro.
Happy birthday, Raynell. Happy birthday, Raynell. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Raynell.
Aw, that's sweet.
Woohoo!
Kaiska. No, nice to be here. One mind, one heart, and all united. We're going to bring Toki back home. Thank you, everyone. I love you all.
Love you too. Howard.
Yes, well, thank you all. And I'm missing all the fun, I can tell. My God, you guys are having a wonderful time over there. I'm here at the Balcom Big Salmon Ranch on the banks of the Elwha River, the land of the Lower Sk'aliCh'elh tribe. And it is sacred land indeed. And just getting a lot of stuff done, but enjoying the beautiful outdoors too, and happy to be here and join Toki's family.
Thanks, Howard. Now, before we get started, because we do look like we're having a lot of fun, but we're a hot mess. I was a hot mess this morning trying to get the Wi-Fi password and running around. So I would like to get centered, and I think it's appropriate to do that today, since we're here on Lummi land to do the flood song, Lummi National Anthem. So if you guys feel comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. You don't have to. I'll put a picture up on the screen as well, but let's just take a moment to get ourselves grounded and centered before we talk about the weekend. Sound good?
Yeah.
Sharing a picture from the Stomach grounds on Friday, for the canoe landings. We were waiting for the canoes to come in. Isn't that gorgeous? Christina took that photo. Thanks, Christina.
Hearing the Black Hawk Singers always takes me back to 2018 in Miami when they led the procession to the Seaquarium, and I was walking in front of them, and their voices. This was after several days of prayer and ceremony, and it just penetrated my being. It just their voices just resonated with my inner self, my energies, and it all comes back when I hear them sing. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Thanks for sharing that, Howard. That memory.
Yeah.
Joe was there. Deborah was there. Many people were there.
I was there too. I was there.
Yes, Alejandro.
They were singing just by the sidewalk in front of the stadium.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's been an intense week in all kinds of ways, right? And I mean, we had the King 5 episodes this week, the shorts. We'll talk a little bit more about the hour-long special that's going to be coming up. But we had those one, each night, and some little teasers during the day through the news as well. We had the Local 10 news stuff come up. I mean, every time there's something that makes news, it just brings about all kinds of emotions, right? And it's good because it's awareness. It's bringing it to the forefront. I'm so happy that King 5 is doing what they're doing and allowing us to share that with all of you guys who are overseas by letting us share that live on TokiTV so that everyone can participate in this conversation and this awareness. But it's really reaching people who hadn't been reached before. I mean, if you guys saw the article with the third graders, I hope to have the teacher from that class on TokiTV soon, just to hear the inspiring stories of the youth and the kids. So it's heartwarming, it's touching, it's frustrating. It's, there's all the emotions, like I said. So being here this week was perfect timing for me to be able to come and ground that in and really bring that energy, all of that energy to the water, to the earth, to heal as it goes back to her. Because as we know, the energy we put out affects her. And it was just, I felt like I needed to be filled up again, because we're on here every week to be able to share information and conversation. And I just really wanted to get myself grounded in a good place for her. And it's instant. You guys, when you come out here and you get by the water and you smell the cedar and you hear the water and you just feel the energy, it's instant healing. And I cannot wait for her to experience that herself. But also a little bit of patience, and praying for that at the water. I mean, I'm just going to tell you guys, we started out, I got in Thursday, and Friday morning we started out super early in the morning, 6 a.m. In the water doing prayers, standing in the water with Shirley Bob. And it was beautiful. It was beyond beautiful. It was powerful. And just really being able to be here literally in her water. It's cold. We were, in her waters, saying prayers was just magical. And then followed by the canoes landing, which you guys will hear more about. And I know I'm just kind of rambling, but if you can find your center place when you think of all this, when you feel all this energy, to get grounded, because remember, she is coming home. She's magical, magnificent, and patient. And there's a knowing when you're here, she's coming home. And so I know that she knows that. And that's why she's hanging on and being so patient with us humans who are taking forever, but work is being done every single day. So just wanted to share that. Want to just kind of get your guys' opinion of the weekend. I can share. I know there was a lot. There's a lot. That's a loaded intro. But I mean, do you want to just kind of describe the weekend, the gathering overall? And
well, this is I think it's the third annual gathering of the Eagles that Freddie Lane coordinates, and the canoes start in the San Juan Islands. and they go from island to island paddling, and they end up landing at the Snohomish grounds here on Lummi Reservation. And it's done in a traditional way where they come and they show who they are with what we call a victory lap after their journey. And then they face the land, and in their language and in their tradition and way, they ask for permission to come ashore, to share food, share song, share dance. And our tribal chairman on Friday was there, and he responded to their request. And on behalf of the Lakhtamish people, welcomed them to land and share food and dance with us. So that's how it started Friday night when they landed. And then we go up to Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, our traditional house, and it's called Protocol. Each canoe family takes the floor, shares their traditional song, shares their journey, and they haishka. They hand out gifts to acknowledge certain people that were meaningful and came to them during their journey. So each canoe family took the floor. And then West Shore, one of our longhouse canoe clubs, traditional families, took the floor to close the night. And it was so powerful. And just hearing the Lakhtamish song and the song specific to West Shore, the dancing and the drumming and the singing was so blessed and so powerful to end Friday night that way. So grateful to Freddie, Deb Cruz, the cooks, all the people that followed the canoes to feed them, to care for them. And of course, to all the paddlers and all the canoers for honoring our traditional way of travel and potlatching and sharing song and music. It was powerful and beautiful.
Awesome. You guys want to see some pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah, then we can talk about that. I'll show you a quick video. This is when our Hawaiian relatives were pulling in, and this is Anala. You guys, she's been on the show before, so you've probably seen her. But listen to this. Oops, that's a picture. You can't listen to that. Listen to this. I apologize for the shakiness of that video. I did not have my stabilizer on, and I was walking with Raynell in one hand and my camera in another. So I'm sorry as we were walking into the water for that. But that voice and the power that they came in with, they were exhausted, but they did that victory lap so proud, and they pulled in just powerful. And then we're going to hear from the Hawaiian elder as he was requesting permission to come ashore.
We are the family of the canoe. The pathway of our ancestors that led us to your ancestors. We're called the Hawaiian African Canoe Voyaging Society. We paddled from Lopez to San Juan to Shaw, out to Orchid, of life and the ancestors of the land. We say to them, we come with aloha, unconditional love, respect, care, and share of the Lummi ancestors and the Lummi part of the family. We come to bring aloha and share aloha, unconditional love, respect, care, and share of everything. We ask permission to come to the land, and that we may be able to share first the ancestral stories we hear of the Lummi from Hawaii. The voices of your ancestors were heard by our ancestors in Hawaii, by the clouds, by the wind, by the birds. Now is your time, Polokau, your current, now the wind your wave, Kamakani your wind. These natural forces brought your ancestral voices to our land, to our ancestors.
Annette, you're muted.
And I'm talking away. Thank you, Casey. I was describing how powerful that was, but I probably didn't need to say that because you guys saw that yourself. Christina, you're
It was amazing. I mean, I've never felt such. I think the ancestors is what I was really feeling, because it was so strong and so powerful and so beautiful. And I mean, it was really kind of overwhelming. It took a minute for us to get back Earth. So if that explains anything, it was overwhelming and just so beautiful. And it just made me feel humble and grateful to be a part of it all. It was just beautiful. It's the best word for it.
You guys hear us okay? Can you guys hear us okay? I know the service is going in and out a little bit, the Wi-Fi here.
We can hear
I'm
you.
gonna show some more pictures.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna show you some more pictures while we do that. Sorry guys, the Wi-Fi is just a little show you some pictures from our start.
Yes.
The beautiful girls.
There's Freddie there in the green shirt, and Jewel James right next to him there in the middle. Christina got some really pretty pictures of the canoes. It was beautiful.
That's so beautiful.
There's me trying not to fall, walking out. You guys see that eagle there, the bald eagle, at the very top of the tree there?
Right before it started.
That was right before
Yep.
canoes came in. There they are. They were doing their victory lap. So Raynell and I waiting for them to come ashore.
Freddie honored me by asking me to be the Lummi elder to put garland and flowers over each canoe as they asked for permission to come ashore. So Aishka to Freddie, I appreciate that ability to make that connection with our ancestors and our visitors.
There's Shirley, Bob. Yeah, it's it's a lot, like you, Christina described. I know the service was going in and out, but just really kind of out of this world, and it was just beautiful and amazing. Howard, let's hear from you for a little bit.
Oh, now
You
I'm
were here
unmuted. Okay.
Here.
I was commenting the whole time. You just couldn't hear me. Okay, I was thinking it, but anyway, it was beautiful. I well imagine I've been to ceremonies at Squamish, and they are beautiful and profound, and I understand the feeling of the ancestors being present and guiding. And I wish I had been there. I couldn't. I had obligations, but it's really, it's so overwhelming. It's hard to describe. My deepest experience was 3 days in Miami in 2018 when the totem came down with all of you, with Freddie and Jewel and Doug and everyone, and so much power in the songs and in what they were saying, and it was all spontaneous. It was all from the heart. It was from this fountain of deep spirituality, and it just affected me so much. I'll just never forget that. Really turned my head to a new awareness, a new understanding. So I can well imagine that experience, even though I wasn't there. Must have been beautiful.
We missed you.
We did. We missed you. I don't remember your friend's name that came with you last year, but she found me there and showed me a picture of us from last year. So I'll send that to you, Howard.
Oh yeah, great. Good. Oh, I don't remember either.
You'll remember when the picture.
Send me the picture so I'll remember.
I will. And yeah, Deb Allers was there.
Oh, good. Yeah.
It was really, really nice.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Stephanie, your thoughts seeing those pictures? I don't think you've participated in that. It says you're muted.
Well, okay. So, like Howard said, I wish I'd have been there. You know, I've experienced ceremonies up there with Raynell and Deb and all us. We were there about a month ago. So I know how powerful it is and how profound, and everything that Howard said it just perfect. So it was fun to see the pictures. Thanks for sharing them with us. And, you know, when you started, I just have to mention this. I know that a lot of times, because I'm in the woods a lot and I use a drum too, and when we do the drum, things start moving. And when that came on, the songs, the trees, the winds, and it's been very quiet here today. So you see they're working here too, is what I'm saying. So cool. Thank you.
Alejandro.
Someday I will visit Sk'aliCh'elh and I will join the canoes. I promise. Yeah, I can imagine and I can feel the ancestors in this amazing event. Like I said before, I hope to join you soon when Lolita come home. I will reschedule my life here and take a break and maybe go 1 week, 2 weeks and enjoy the Sk'aliCh'elh. Someday, I hope soon.
Yes.
Hi, Shka, for everything. Just watching, I can feel the ancestors there.
Yeah, I'll let Sk'aliCh'elh talk a little bit more about the ancestors this weekend, but I want to share real quick. You said with the canoes, Alejandro, and that you'll join when the canoes are here. I talked to Uncle Doug, Doug James, for a long time after the landing, and he was sharing with me a vision that was shared with him. And every vision that this lady has had has come true. And her vision is hundreds of canoes in the water singing Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut home. And as
Amazing.
we're standing there and he's pointing it's almost like he just opened a movie screen for me. He just put his hand out like this, and I look out on the water and you see it. Hundreds of canoes, and she's following, and they're singing her home. And it was just such a beautiful, I hadn't even shared that. Christina's like, I hadn't shared that. It was just it was a moment. But when you said that, Alejandro, I'm like, you've seen it too.
No, and for sure, I'm gonna be crying just with Christine over there. You know? I am a very emotional person. I cry too. Don't worry, I cry a lot. I have cried for TokiTV when, you know, her story broke my heart since 2014. That's why it pushed me forward to fight for her, you know, to bring awareness. So of course I'll be there. I will be crying like a baby, like a kid, you know, because she deserves all. You know, she's amazing. She's an angel. We want to do many things to help Toki and her pod and everything for her.
Signs everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere.
Well, we were standing in the canoes, and the paddlers and those that witnessed had headed up to the Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut, our traditional house, for dinner and then for the protocol to begin. And I was told, take a picture. So I took a picture. Just no one was really on the beach. And that will show you what appeared. It's almost like ancestors said, we're here and we're going to show you we're here. So you can see the circles, the wings, and just the connections that ancestors are making to the human beings that are participating in this word. Those that stood on the beach were in the presence of ancestors. So through some of the pictures, they said, we're showing you we're here and we're connected with you. We're guiding this work. We're guiding you. And you're not alone. We love you.
You can see that. You could probably feel that picture, not just see that picture. But it was amazing. And it's almost, yeah. I'll just leave you with that. It was really, really powerful to see that. Deborah, is there anything you want to?
You know, the only other thing I'd like to maybe share is all the beauty that this whole weekend was. And what I got from it, because it was pretty, I want to get a little weepy. The show of love and respect from tribe to tribe, and the gratitude that they shared with each other, and everybody opening their arms. And at the end of and that was the lesson for me. So I'm just sharing my lesson, my teaching of that night. And at the end, when they were singing the warrior song and those like celebration songs, and the Black Hawk singers were there, it was so overwhelming that normally that would be something I would like join and start dancing. But it was, there was nothing to do but put your hands up and pray and bless these people. That if we could learn to love and respect each other more the way these people loved and respected each other, that was my take from the weekend. So sorry. Thank you, Raynell.
It's beautiful.
Well, Alejandro, now she's got me crying.
Good job, Deborah.
Good job. I did it.
You felt it.
Yep.
We need to stop crying. You know, this is so. I feel so touched. I feel so touched.
So intense, you guys. It was, the energy was just bouncing around the walls of that longhouse, and the children, and the jangles on the dresses, and the young people and the old people. And there was this little kid that was learning to dance, and oh my gosh, so much beauty. So much beauty. Thank you, everyone who was part of that evening. I will remember it always.
It was a knowing for sure. It was a knowing of love. And like you said, just compassion and relationship. And it's just a knowing deep down in your soul, for me, again, just knowing she's coming home. It's without a doubt. It's without a doubt. She's coming home. And it's nice to be able to stand here on the water's edge and just know that for her. She knows, but it's comforting. It's comforting to know that and I just feel like I can send her that love and send her that energy and send her that connection and send her that relationship and let her know that all of this is waiting for you. All of it is waiting for you in this form, in this experience. It's here. And it was a powerful place to stand this weekend, standing with all these powerful people.
And ancestors are guiding right now, and ancestors are guiding Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut. Ancestors are with her right now, taking care of her. She knows that. That's why she's healing. She's healing so fast. She's healing so fast. It's unbelievable.
I will also share with you. Thanks for saying that. Everything you're saying, Alejandro. You're very connected today. You're very connected. Uncle Doug was.
I did 1 hour connection before getting to the job. That 1 hour before. I am a special person. I am a special person. Just kidding.
Of course you are. We love you.
No, but really she's an angel. She is the chosen one. Because nobody can explain to me, nobody can explain to anybody how she has survived. She's a symbol of struggle and perseverance. And when she comes home, she will open the doors to many other animals to help the Salish Sea, to help the relation between the salmon with lamination and with the orcas. Everything gonna be put in place like a puzzle, So we hope for this to happen ASAP. But everything about her is not about our emotions, of course. I need to clarify. So when she's ready, she will let us know about that. But thank you, Renel, for your amazing job. Thank you to the ancestor. Thank you to Chief Sk'aliCh'elh for guiding you on this process to continue to help her to get released and coming home in 2023. I hope.
I believe.
I believe too. #believe. #believe.
There you go.
I'm wearing my shirt. My shirt, that's what it says. See,
Yeah.
my shirt doesn't lie.
Oh, we have to tell the people we're gonna have we have new shares, new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
don't forget about that.
We'll
You
do
need to
that.
put- You have to put the advertiser at bottom. At bottom, put the advertisement.
We'll do
to
that
sell
in just
merchandise.
a little bit.
guys.
I wanted
Yeah.
to, Alejandro, you said, she's healing, she's getting better. She's, look at the power that's happening. And that's why I said you're so connected, because it's something else that Uncle Doug was telling me. I asked him, I said, Uncle Doug, what do you say to the advocates or to the people, who might be losing a little bit of faith, who might be, falling into the frustration and, the different energies that we're out there, because we were talking about how the energy is all over the place. And what he said was, look what was going on with her before prayer. And look, since we've all gathered and all these people together, I mean, she's had people praying for her for years, but look what happens when we do that collectively and together. And he just said, just look at where we're at. Look at where she's at right now. And his advice was, do not lose faith. And if you feel yourself starting to do that, take it to prayer. Take it to prayer, because that's where we're at, and Howard, we were talking the other day, how Ken said, we're in need of a spiritual push, and there has been that massively, and it's everyone joining together to do this as a group with her, with the guidance from the ancestors, and clearing her path and putting people in that path, as Uncle Doug describes it, puzzle pieces, and a lot's happened, and she is strong. We reported last week, how interactive she is, and she's eating well, and the water's getting better and she's better. And, it's just, she's coming home. She's coming home.
And Luis Aguirre had interview with Mr. Albor. And Albor said, Eduardo Albor said, she's ready to go now. She's doing very well.
Yes.
She's ready to go now.
He could go this week.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So
No.
That's
it's
what
a
he
miracle.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
a
he said.
miracle.
And that's what Michael Partica also said, that she could go now.
Yeah.
She's feeling healthy. And Louis Aguirre said on the air that her life force is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
She is just so amazing. And he said that she followed them around. She listened to their conversation when he was talking to Eduardo Albor, and they were talking alongside of the pool, and she was just right there with them, like in the conversation, looking at them, and he could feel her expressions, with her eyes and the way she moved her bodies, and she's just so tuned in, and so I think she's excited. I think she's already getting enthusiastic about coming home.
And Howard,
sorry
to bother you, but I just saw you. Was watching your post about to put a new device to hear the vocalizations.
I would love that to happen. I think that is so important. I think that would open up so many people's minds to the fact that she is from here. She is from home. She is from her family here, and that she has that fresh in her mind. And I believe that is a big part of how she has survived all these years, is those traditions and those memories and those family relationships are so close to her always. Nobody sees that there, though. The people who only know her there, they only see her there. They don't know that that's in her mind all the time. But I think that's what keeps her going. I think she sings the songs either silently or out loud all the time, and I think that is what keeps her fresh and alive and able to persevere through so much deprivation. I mean, she doesn't have her family, she doesn't have her home. All she has is these lifeless walls around her, that echo every time she makes any noise, and that have all these mechanical sounds going on around her all the time that don't mean anything, but she has that life still fresh in her mind, and I'm sure that she that's her movie, that's her life vision, and her sense of where she is and who she is. She's not in that tank. She's home here. She's always been home here, where she came from, I believe.
I do too. I do too. When you say she's
happy
them around, I don't think she's just listening, because I think she's just waiting for us humans to figure it out. Like, she knows how to get home. She's just like, okay, come on, humans.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah,
I can feel her saying,
I'm ready to.
She's not just listening, she's communicating. I think she's showing people what she knows. Like you said, it's her movie. It's what she sees. It's her experience. And I think she's showing people that people are starting to see that. The people around her, I really believe, are starting to see that. And I think that's why we hear the comments, she's ready to go now. She's, healthy enough, because she's communicating. She's telling people as well. And I do believe the people around her are seeing that. I just want to, if it's okay with you guys, just maybe in silence, I'm going to show you the picture, the view from where we're at again. And just 2 minutes, just sit there and watch the wind, watch the breeze, and just, vision her out there. I'm going to make that bigger on the screen, and I'll stop talking for just a couple minutes. All right. It just brings you back, right? Just like brings you right back to where we are. So lots going on. Howard, King 5, right? You were there, you were in the studio, participated in all that. A lot, like I was saying earlier, there's been a bunch of shorts, but May 31st, which is Wednesday, Casey? Okay, we went through this earlier. I didn't have a calendar in front of me. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. They're having the 1 hour special. All of these shorts leading up to the 1 hour event, which we'll watch live here on TokiTV. We'll go live on Wednesday at that time. Do you want to say anything about the King 5? I mean, just.
Well, I feel like the reason the producers and the entire station got behind such an elaborate coverage of her journey is because ancestors put them there and said people need to know who she is. They need to know where she is from. And they need to get to know some of us that are on this journey with her. And they're doing it in such a cultural, appropriate, respective way. And I did a post earlier this week. My hands go up to the executive producer, Bert Romero, and her team, and all of the station that is supporting this in-depth amount of time and coverage, and sending their crew to Lummi, sending their crew to Miami, sending their crew to Nova Scotia, inviting people to Seattle to be in studio, like Howie, like myself, like Charles Vinnick. They are really trying to do the very best they know how to share her journey. So my hands go up to them for doing it the best they can and in a good way.
It's awesome. Howard, anything you want to say about the King 5 event?
Oh, just that it felt kind of magical. Everything just sort of flowed together. It was so easy. I felt right at home there. They made me feel right at home. You know, they were so hospitable and gracious and showed me around and made sure that I felt comfortable the whole time. I was so comfortable I wasn't even paying attention when they started talking to me on air. I was looking off in the distance because there was the guy, you know, in the background with the big boom with the camera on the end of a long pole, and I was fascinated by that. So I was staring off at him, and she's talking to me, and oh yeah, what? But after that, I was paying attention, and it just all went really well, and so did the time at the Langley Whale Center earlier. They came and talked to me for about an hour on the bench in the garden next to the Whale Center, and they've only played a very short clip out of that, but I hope there will be more on the 31st because I really tried to go, you know, in depth of who Toki is, where she comes from, her family, her traditions and culture. And I hope that they'll play that. We'll see, but I hope so.
Awesome. Awesome. And we'll have our TokiTV watch party live.
Good.
So
Okay.
for those of you overseas, you can't watch directly on the link, or for those that just want to hang out with us, we'll go live and watch that on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. All right, Alejandro, talk about our swag, all the cool stuff that Casey's been making.
I want to raise my hands and just thank you so much, Casey, for all the designs. You are the mastermind. She's behind this, so she's the
I
one.
don't know about mastermind.
Everything we do is for Tokis, you know, so we need to let the people know that every penny, every single dollar goes to her cause.
Yes, all
We
proceeds.
need to, yeah.
there was what, over $700 this last week that went to the GoFundMe from
And
you
more
guys.
to be added, and more to be added as of today.
Wow, that's really, really awesome. We just did this last week on TokiTV, and Casey's texting during the show, like, wow, you know, the support, you guys, it all goes to the GoFundMe. It all goes specifically to her. And Casey, just thank you. Yes, hands up to you for sure, because you were putting so much work and talent. And, you know, again, we always talk about, like, what can we do? What can we do? People are finding things to do to be supportive, and in such a really cool way, because it's not just creating something and selling it and donating the money. It's awareness, right? It's like Addie and her lemonade stand, you know, having those conversations. It's creating awareness. It's creating conversation for more people behind this push. So Casey, I'm going to make you guys big on the screen. Can you show us a couple of things you're working on?
Stand up. You got one of the shirts on.
Well, here we go. This is the original one, right?
We're modeling
These are the
today.
new ones.
Yeah.
They're shiny.
Casey's got one that's got, it's like iridescent. It's
Holographic.
It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
We got mugs coming out.
Ooh.
The bandanas, hats, tumblers. Annette and Christina, I think you have other shirts on.
Oh yeah, I have this shirt on.
Hold on. Let me take this off. Okay. Okay.
So-
Oops. Hold on. Let's go. Here we go. All right. Go ahead.
There we go. Mhm. Look at Dab.
Yeah, come on, where's yours?
Okay. And then Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut and I will show you
Yeah.
the one shirt.
Sk'aliCh'elh-tenaut.
There's the front and the back. Can you see my
Yep.
back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Move me around.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Thank you.
Nice.
A little bit for her. So.
I'll just lift it up. How about that? There you go.
That's what we all do, isn't it?
All right, guys. So yeah, so lots of people ordered, and it's really, really cool, because I got here and was walking around, and I wasn't sure. I had never met Louise James before, and I walked in and she was wearing the shirt that the one that you're wearing, Stephanie. So I was like, oh, that must be Louise. So very, very cool. Anything else you want to say about that?
Well, I just want to raise my hands because the tribal Sk'aliCh'elh was a design that was created and gifted by Shirley's grandson, Joseph Johnson. So I want to raise my hands. That is such a beautiful thing that he's become part of this journey, her journey, and Haishka for his design.
Haishka.
Hi, Scott.
I want to make an addition.
Go ahead, Alejandro.
Can I? Okay.
Of course. You're the
You
boss.
should. You don't should. You must buy a T-shirt to help Toki. This is the last call I make on you.
To wear it.
Hold on.
Period. End of story.
Hold on real quick. Do that again, Alejandro. Ready? Do it again.
You not should. You must buy a T-shirt to help Toki. This is the last call. The last call. If not, everywhere I will block everyone.
Just love you. You guys have a wonderful week. I'm gonna close how we close the evening on Friday, and we will close that way. But I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you guys Thursday for the
Wednesday.
See you Wednesday for the special, and then Thursday for the meditation. Mwah, mwah. Love you guys.
Yeah.